Hello, Thundersmith here, welcome to the Gaming Nexus. So, the last time we checked what the snake oil does, and well, it adds some water and food, but it drains sleep, like a lot of sleep. That's why it's looking how it's looking right now. So I'm exhausted right now, and I need to do something about that. And I was thinking about sleeping in an inn, but I changed my mind and decided to sleep on the boat. So let's skip the night. But first we need to do some trading. So let's buy inventory for the next trade. So let's check out the trade book. Of course, you've seen me selecting trades already a lot of times. So let's skip straight to the buying. So I decided to buy copper right now, and I'll be taking 4 pieces. Not only because I'm spending all my money this way, but also because I can carry not a lot of copper on my small boat. You will see why. Right now the boat is quite high on the dock, but right after the loading it's strongly below the dock. So yeah, the copper is heavy. You have to take this into account when taking your cargo. So let's jump into the hammock and sleep through the night. One important thing I failed to notice when recording is that I have very limited resources on my boat, and so I'm leaving the island without almost any water or food, so that's unlucky. And this will have its consequences in the future. So let's see what will happen later on. Yeah. So I need to turn my boat around because I wanted to go into the Gold Rock City direction. Originally, I planned on going to Alchemist Island and selling my copper there with healthy 200 profit on each crate, but unluckily due to the low amount of supplies on my boat, I would be unable to reach Alchemist Island without boat recovery, because I would eat through my resources earlier on. So I decided to trade the copper into the Gold Rock City. So that is my destination. So I'm turning into the direction of Gold Rock City, but not because I want to just turn near Gold Rock City in the direction of Alchemist Island, but I actually need to sell my cargo there with an profit to actually grab some new food and water. So yeah, this will definitely decrease my profit margin, but from what I remember, trading copper to Gold Rock City should still allow me to get around 100 coins per crate. So with 4 crates, it should be somewhere around 400. And that would be healthy profit for this episode. Of course, we may trade for less because, well, we don't know what the price will be when we actually reach the island. So yeah, we need to check this out. I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm a little bit ill today, so my voice may sound a little different than from other episodes. I hope this is not bothering you. But due to my health concerns and my throat being a little bit sore, I'll be talking a little bit less this episode, so I hope you can stand that and you can just enjoy the game and the nature sounds from the game, while I'll be allowing my throat to get a little rest during recording, Of course, I could do breaks and fill the video with my voice anyway, but I don't think that's like real. I want to be real with you, and my throat being sore and me being unable to continue my narration through the whole episode is definitely being real and not just okay, let's do break, let's skip this part and come back to the recording once my throat takes a break. So I hope that means something. I really hope that means something to you. Okay, so we're sailing in the direction of the Gold Rock City, and we have 4 pieces of copper on the deck, and it seems, looking at the weather right now, that it will be slow and steady sailing process, so nothing extremely different from most episodes. Now you know why Alang is called Easy Region, because due to the weather, it's almost always like nice, smooth sailing, nothing extreme, sparse storms, and rather like steady wind. You don't need to worry that it's changing all the time. So it changes sometimes, but you can mostly like trust it to not change too much over long periods of time. The same thing can be said about the wind in other regions, especially in Alang. There, well, no, or maybe, especially in the hard region, you can trust wind to stay from the same direction for longer periods of time. So especially sailing at night may be problematic because wind tends to change during the night, and it just pushes your boat in totally different direction, especially if you left your sails open. So take this into account when sailing in the hard regions. I don't have much experience with sailing in the middle difficulty region because it's not my kind of like look. I know some people like the Asiatic culture and its look, and okay, that's fine. You can of course like it, but for me, this region, like the Emerald Dragon region, I guess, is like I don't like it. I don't like the look. I don't like the feel about the region, so I tend to just skip it. So if I have to sail to the other region just because prices changed and well, I just need to change my archipelago to be able to earn money further, then I go to the next archipelago in the well, according to the sailing direction, because I don't know if you know, but there are most common wind directions on the ocean. So like north part, well, north, sorry, west part of the ocean tends to have wind from south west to the south to the northeast, so it actually helps you reach Alang. Sorry. So it helps you reach Aestrin from Alang, and then on the west side of the ocean, like northwest side of the ocean, there are mostly winds from the northeast to the southwest, so they are helping you to reach Emerald Archipelago from the E13. And then on the south, in the south, there are mostly winds from the east to the west, so they actually help you reach the Alang region from the Emerald region. So yeah, there is also this new archipelago south of the Emerald Archipelago. I still need to visit it. I haven't been there yet. Maybe we can get there once we get the big ship. Of course, according to the sailing directions, we would need to sail to Astrin, earn some money there just to be able to buy supplies for further travel, and later on travel to the Emerald Archipelago, where we should earn another portion of our money just to be able to safely buy supplies for another few days of road, buy the necessary supplies for the further road, and again travel south to discover the new archipelago that is not marked on the map. So yeah, this may be another campaign just to reach the new archipelago, or skipping other content. Well, not totally skipping, but a little bit skipping, because maybe we don't want to stay in other archipelagos for too long, just to visit them, earn enough money for our upkeep, and travel further. So that may be a plan for the future. Who knows? And now let me take a short break. So I'll talk to you in about 5 more minutes again, to allow you to immerse yourselves in relaxing sounds of the water, of the sea, and the beauty of the game. So, hear you in 5 minutes. So, some time has passed and it's evening already. We're closing on to the night, and the Goldorg city is still quite away. I don't know what I wanted to say. It's quite far away. I don't know. I wanted to say that there is a lot of way to be traveled, so it's far away. Something like that. Anyway, just to be able to sleep through the whole night, I'm planning on to use another portion of snake oil, especially that I may need the food and water in supplies. So yeah. But right now, we're sailing slowly. I do small course corrections because I do want to sail between the islands. I don't want to crash into left or right island because this will slow me considerably. If you jump into the water and need to push your boat out of the shallows, it tends to take a lot of time and it's just problematic. I don't like doing that. So my perfect solution is to do not crash into the islands. Right now you can do that. There is no like punishment for it because there is no damage system to the boat. The author of the game is thinking about adding some kind of damage system, but it's not implemented yet. So we will see what time will bring, because who knows? The author only knows, and we don't know what author is thinking. So that definitely can be a game changer once the damage system is implemented, and maybe even it will force the player to actually clean his boat regularly, because right now I'm not doing any of that. I don't bought a broom and I'm not cleaning my boat because, well, actually I like it better when it's dirty because the color is much darker, much deeper, and I think it looks better when the boat is dirty. So yeah, that's what I'm not cleaning the boat, because the light brown color of the wood that is visible when the boat is clear is not actually my favorite color. But the dark brown we can see right now, well, we can see, but we will be able, is looking better for me. So let's skip through the night and let's just continue our travel. In the meantime, during this cut, I decided to anchor myself and roll up the sails because of the strong wind. I wasn't sure that I'm sailing in the correct direction because I was unable to see anything during the night, and so I decided to just stop on the anchor and like follow further during the day when I will see what is happening around and which way should I go. So yeah, let's bring up the sail, let's turn in the correct direction, and wow, high waves. And in a few minutes, well, more than a few minutes, we should be there. So that's definitely useful. So let's turn the opposite direction. Let's set the sail correctly. And once we perform the turn, we can keep sailing in the direction of the Goldrock City. So, few more minutes without me blabbing around, and I'll see you back in the dock. And we're about to dock the boat, so yeah. I don't have too much to say today, sorry for that. I hope my commentary is enough. And I hope you like the episode, the campaign, the whole series. If you want, you can suggest me some games in the comments. I'll appreciate that. Because I have no idea what I want to play next and what to record for the Saturday episode. So maybe you can help me and give me some suggestions. Okay, let's moor the boat. Best to moor it near the port office, less carrying cargo around. And once we do that, I'll unload the boat and we can sail, well, unpack and sell the cargo. Too many sails. Too many sails. Okay, so let's continue with that. So the second rope is left. Let's attach it here. Let's correct the rope settings. So I need back of the boat to be here close by. Exactly. And let's tighten the front rope so the ship won't move. And it's done. Easy as that. So let's unload the cargo. Again, I'll skip ahead. You don't want to watch that. So the last cargo. Let's sell the cargo. Well, before that, I need to check what is actually the good price. So at least 544. There is a little bug here because for some reason it shows only them. It refreshed, so it's 632. It's definitely better than it was. And I got the book stuck. So don't press escape when the book is open. A little bug like jumped into the game, because I remember that in previous versions escape actually closed the book. So let's reconfirm. So it's 544 at least. And we have 658, 32, sorry, 632. So we can safely sell and get receipt. And because during my travel I used all my water and all my food, I'll need to buy some. So let's buy some water. Let's buy some food, so the goat cheese. And let's take some fruits on the board. I don't want very expensive fruits, so let's say apples. It seems apples are quite nice, so let's take apples. And again, I bugged the book. Roll ion, you need to fix that. So here's our cargo. I'll need to throw it onto the board, onto the deck. But first, let's get rid of the old crates. So I just dropped it here. Let's grab the empty crate. And let's go to the trader in the stall to actually sell it. So with additional 4 coins. And the barrel now. Additional 5 coins. And now I'll be setting up the cargo on my boat, so my supplies. I don't think you want to watch that, so let's skip ahead. And just like that, I'm finished with the cargo, so let's see up the summary. So that's all for today. See you in the next episode. Bye!